Let's start with a simple question that almost everyone asks at some point in life. How much house can I afford? Not how much the bank will give you, not how much your friends bought, not what Instagram says you should own by 30, but what you can actually afford without stress, without panic, and without ruining your financial future. For most middle-class Americans, buying a house is the biggest financial decision they will ever make. Bigger than cars, bigger than weddings, bigger than vacations. And yet, most people make this decision emotionally, not financially. They buy with excitement, pressure, and fear, not math. Today's video is about removing emotion and replacing it with clarity. We're going to talk about house affordability purely from a financial point of view. No sales talk, no buy now or you'll miss out. Just real numbers, real rules, and real life. Because here's the truth no one likes to say: a house can build your life, or trap it. The difference is not the house, it's the math behind it. What afford really means. Most people think they can afford a house if the bank approves their loan. That is the first and biggest mistake. Banks don't care if you feel stressed. Banks don't care if you can't travel anymore. Banks don't care if you stop saving. Banks only care about one thing. Can you technically make the payment? But affordability is not about survival. Affordability is about living well after you buy the house. If buying a home means you stop saving, you panic every month before the mortgage is due, one emergency can break you, then you don't own the house. The house owns you. True affordability means your life still works after the purchase. The 30% rule, the foundation of housing finance. In personal finance, there is a simple but powerful guideline called the 30% rule. It says this: your total housing cost should not exceed 30% of your gross monthly income. This includes mortgage payment, property taxes, home insurance, HOA fees, if any. Not just the loan payment, everything. If your housing cost goes above 30%, you start trading peace for pressure. Let's look at a simple example. If you earn $6,000 per month before taxes, then 30% is $1,800. That means $1,800 is your safe housing budget. Can you go higher? Technically, yes. Should you? Financially, no. People who cross 40% or 50% are not ambitious. They are one problem away from stress. Why people overbuy houses? Most people don't overbuy because they are irresponsible. They overbuy because of social pressure and fear. They hear things like, rent is throwing money away, prices will only go up, this is your last chance, everyone else is buying. Fear pushes people to stretch numbers that should never be stretched. The problem is simple. Income is flexible, but debt is fixed. Your salary can go down. Your mortgage never does. Start with the payment, not the price. Here is a powerful mindset shift that changes everything. Never ask, how expensive of a house can I buy? Always ask, what monthly payment can I safely afford? The payment controls your life. The price is just a number on paper. Once you know your safe monthly payment, the house price automatically becomes clear. For example, if your safe payment is $2,000 per month, then your house price depends on interest rate, loan term, down payment, not on your emotions. This protects you from falling in love with houses you shouldn't buy. Down payment, the reality check. If you can't afford the down payment, you can't afford the house. That sounds harsh, but it's true. A healthy down payment does two things. It lowers your monthly payment, it protects you if prices fall. In the US, people often aim for 20% down. Some buy with less, and that's allowed. But financially, more is always safer. If you put too little down, your payment is higher, you pay more interest, you have less flexibility. A house should give you stability, not anxiety. The hidden costs people ignore. When people calculate affordability, they often forget real costs. A house is not just a mortgage. There are repairs, maintenance, property taxes going up, insurance increases, appliances, breaking unexpected issues. Rent has a ceiling. Homeownership has surprises. Financially smart buyers assume that 1 to 2% of the home value per year will go toward maintenance. If you ignore this, you're lying to yourself. Emergency fund comes first. This rule is non-negotiable. Before buying a house, you should have at least 6 months of expenses saved in cash, not invested, not locked, not borrowed. If buying a house wipes out your emergency fund, you bought too early. Emergencies don't pause because you bought a home. Life does not care about your timing. Rent versus buy. The honest truth. Renting is not failure. Buying is not success. Both are tools. Rent gives flexibility. Ownership gives stability. Buying only makes sense when you plan to stay long-term. Your finances are stable. Your payment fits your life. Buying just to stop renting is... The goal is not to own a house. The goal is to build a sustainable life. Your first home is not your dream home. This is where many people get trapped. They want the perfect location, the perfect size, the perfect design. Finance doesn't care about perfection. Your first home should be affordable, comfortable, stress-free. Upgrades come later. Peace comes first. Future income is not guaranteed. One of the most dangerous sentences in personal finance is, "I'll make more money later." Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. Your mortgage doesn't care. Smart buyers base decisions on current income, not future hope. If future income happens, great. That's upside. But it should never be required for survival. A house should support your life, not replace it. Here's the final truth. A house is not your identity. A house is not success. A house is not wealth. A house is a tool. If your house kills your savings, steals your sleep, controls your choices, then it's not an asset. It's a liability wearing a nice shape. The best house is the one that lets you save, invest, travel, rest, breathe. Final thought. If you can afford a house today, buy it calmly. If you can't, prepare patiently. Waiting is not losing. Overbuying is. Financial freedom is built slowly, not emotionally. If this video helped you, like it, subscribe, and comment below. What percentage of your income would you feel comfortable spending on housing? In the next video, we'll break down real numbers with real U.S. income examples so you can calculate your exact affordability.